Okay, I was muted there for a second, but now I am back in a saddle, and as I was just saying, this is a matchup that Pokemon Trainer, if they play their cards right, can be unbelievably punishing in, because all they have to do around here is just play around getting Cloud off stage and not allowing them to do much of anything at all. You can just play around using the Ivysaur aerials, the Squirtle, Neutral Bee, and such like that to just keep your opponent away from ledge. And when your opponent's recovery is as usually balls to the wall bad as Cloud's is, you want to abuse that for every single penny it's worth. Try to find something there using the Neutral Bee from Charizard. I like that, but I'm not quite sure it was enough. I like the idea there, but unfortunately just not quite able to make it to ledge. But hopefully that's not going to affect them too badly. But they now have a very tough customer to try and KO with the Charizard. I say that exactly as the tough customer gets KO'd. The Caster Curse doing its thing as usual, people. You love to hear it. You love to see it. I don't know, because it makes me feel mean. But I digress. Hydrated. So, once again, both players are just trying to assert a bit of stage control. I think Squirtle is maybe not exactly the best character to deal with Cloud with, but certainly one of the stronger ones of the kit. Oh, good shield holding now. I'm surprised that little sucker didn't just pop like a balloon. That was very, very close for Squirtle there. Still doing a good job trying to just push Cloud away, pushing Cloud to that edge of stage where they are just not going to find themselves any kind of leeway to get back on, because if they don't have that Neutral Bee issue saw earlier in this game, kind of a hard one to do if they don't have the limit break, I should say there. It's gone, it's been a while. I've been casting along Nazby recently, but oh! Doesn't find it over the ledge, unfortunately, but a very good play to find. Tries to do a side B to kill, but the very expertly timed Pokemon change coming up from Deadrebirth to give themselves the intangibility on stage to get them away from the damage they were about to fall into, so good to see. Ivysaur now has to reclaim their place on this stage and just isn't quite able to due to a good bit of chasing coming up from Apple there on the Cloud. Good throw. He's probably just going to do anything he can to not give Deadrebirth a chance to swap back, because at the moment, in this point of the game, that Charizard is some thick and juicy combo food for this Cloud. He has probably the worst time into it, and we are really seeing what Cloud can do when he's given a big chunky hitbox to work with. Good shield usage to avoid that. A fantastic fall through platform to get him down there. Look at just how quickly the damage has raked up on this Charizard, but now, perfect shield drop. Playing against DJ and Gary a lot, I take it. Apple is able to find themselves game 1 of this set. GG. Well played. After a very invigorating game of Pokemon Trainer action, I think it's been thoroughly established that Apple has the matchup on read. So I think this is a fantastic adaptation coming out from Deadrebirth to go for a character that is pretty much even-ish with Cloud. People call him an honest mid-tier, but thanks to the legendary work of one GP up in Norwich, I think we've seen that this character has been going on a bit of a tear here in England recently. Love to see it. In fact, adore to see it. He's definitely going to stows, as my dear friend Smar has said, who is probably very bitter he's not casting right now, that this is a character that is just going to keep tear, and run through the bracket as quickly as possible. So, I don't know if I would have gone for a forward air there, but we've seen that Apple has been quite happy to throw them out there and see if they can find anything for their troubles. Good down tilt. That tilt, by the way, is going to do so much work for Ike in this matchup, because it is great at pushing your opponent away, catching them when they're just below ledge, and hopefully just finding themselves a space for Cloud to not get back onto the platform, which is exactly what we want Cloud to be, because as I have said many times before, and I will continue to say it until something comes from it, the Cloud recovery is rubbish. It is terrible. It is a travesty onto this world. Yes, I know it makes sense for balance purposes, but I say phooey. I want Cloud to recover 1,000,000 miles an hour like Rosalina does. Why? Because it would be fun. But, you know, this is a party game for children, so fun is not allowed. We instead have to have finely balanced characters with an eye on the competitive scene in mind. Tries to fight a dub smash there. I don't really know what that one was about. Thought it would come out quicker than it did, but then Reddit didn't come up. But hey, that one did the work. That one got the money on the board. We love to see a little bit of that coming out. Oh no! Thank God there was a limit break. Okay, there was a limit break. There was a limit break. My man Slime cancelled his recovery for an empowered version. He's been playing SB2. He knows how to do it. He knows what he's doing. All right. Just trying to... Okay, good up B out of shield there. I like that. It's just establish a little bit more dominance. Get Ike onto that top platform where he is least comfortable. Ike wants to be below the platforms where his neutralizer is going to catch his opponent, so he can then go into a forward air or side B or some other kind of ludicrous play to do a lot of damage. Okay, both players now are just sort of dashing around. They know that one strong aerial move might sound doom for them in this matchup. Ike obviously gifted a few more recovery options than Cloud, but because of that, his play is a bit more nerfed by comparison. But, ooh, thought he could potentially get himself a recovery catch there with a dash attack, but thanks to the platforms on Battlefield, Deadrebirth tipped a little bit of a day, but caught on the two-frame there. Ike trying to use one of their strongest assets in their kit, just up being into safety on platform to do what they can, but just gets punished for it in the end by doing it a little too many times and the timing being red. Love the idea of that dive B there too. That was wacky. Very, very wacky. Okay, good jump resets. Getting quite a few up airs coming out here. Getting the damage higher and higher and higher. Speaking of up airs, that one didn't even need to be reset because that up air got him a stock. Very nicely done by Deadrebirth. Stocks are even Stevens. We are in the final stock going into this game and actually finding the sweet spot on the down air. You love to see Clouds when they're actually able to find it because my god, that is a hard thing to come across because the game just hates it. The game does not like giving its players. It's also because it's not really like a Marth hitbox, which is very easily defined at the top. You know, little goofy little wall jump through the tiny bit of that stage where he can. Love seeing a neutral B coming out here. I can see that Dugon is once again throwing water on the floor of my venue because he just hates me that much. Oh! Woo! What a catch, chat! What a catch! What a fantastically stylish way for Deadrebirth to equalize this set 1-1. Alright, we are getting into game 3 of our winners grand final. Don't know why I stumbled over my words there for a sentence so easily spelt out in front of my eyes on the screen, but there we go. Everyone, I want to just take a quick moment to respect what can be seen in the peripheral vision around the ESC venue right now. There is some Guilty Gear Strive happening, some Tekken 7 happening, 2 different instances of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate happening, and most bizarrely of all, and the one I want to bring up, there is a Mugen session happening with Ken fighting against King DDD on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Clock stage. That is quite a wonderful thing to see. You know what else is a wonderful thing to see? That side B catching right there on ledge. You thought I wasn't paying attention to the game? Booey on you. In the dash attack matchup, we got the side B doing a little bit more work than the Cloud dashing there. Finding himself a little bit of hitbox. Now the two characters just kind of, you know, flummoxing around a wee bit. Jumping around. Trying to catch each other out with their incredibly long swords, giggity, and doing what they can to try and play a round one another. So, trying to find that catch. Look at the jump resets coming out of Apple. That is phenomenal. Somehow able to just cling on to life there as well. Good use. That's the... Oh! Punishing there, actually. Good use recovering back on stage, but unfortunately, as I said, that down tilt coming out from Ike is just going to do so much work for Deadrebirth in this matchup. I am glad to see that they changed off the Pokemon trainer for this. Could come back later in a set if he wants that extra bit of spiciness to mix things up with, but we'll see that when we get to it. Good up B coming out from Apple, just trying to find himself that back air. Like that Deadrebirth is trying to get a cheeky little grab off. That could be what he needs to just send Cloud to their doom. He's not going to have quite the pressure he wants for it yet. Tries to find the up air connection, but instead digs a DI left. It doesn't happen, and Apple is able to eventually punish it and find himself a stock. Gets a fully charged neutral B off. Thinks he was going to go for a forward air there, but doesn't quite find the sausage. Goes in and grab, takes his way back on stage, gets a good side B there to just find himself a little bit more damage, a little bit more damage. And, ooh, what's going on there? A fantastic neutral B catch from the Cloud there. I love seeing Cloud players mix things up with their neutral Bs because it's such a large stage encompassing move that you can just do so much with it. Thank God they've got that empowered up B there, able to jump above what would have been a surely killer neutral B from the Ike. Catching again on ledge, using the down air. That has been great to see coming out of Deadrebirth. The first one elicited an incredibly loud cheer from ones truly that may have peaked your audio if you're a headphone user. I apologize for that in advance, but well, in hindsight I should say. But you know, that one also did pretty exciting things, just not in a pronounced way. But he's catching with these up beats. You could tell Apple was about to do that beat. You could also tell that in that moment he went, wait a minute, didn't I die to do this exact play earlier today? Maybe we don't do it again. So good to see some control coming out. Good up B catch out of shield there. Use the neutral B, down B spent from Cloud. I was not expecting that. Good shield break. Tries to fight some shield pressure but doesn't find it. Unable to punish using an up smash, is only able to get a feeble little up tilt, but that connected into an up air in the long run, and they are now even on stocks. But Cloud has got a lot further to go, and if he continues to do plays like that, I don't think he's going to go very far with it. Wow, that was risky, but he finds himself a win. But unfortunately, the return combo coming out from Deadrebirth is killer, and he's able to go on to tournament point at ESC 50.
3, 2, 1, go!
And so here we are on what is tournament set for Deadrebirth. This could be a very impactful win should they find it. The first time for a good long while that a new player has come into our midst and taken an ESC win. Almost makes you wish that the medals had not been lost in the post before today, but the beggars cannot be choosers. So, what are they going to do to find themselves some leeway in this game? I find the Hollow Bastion pick really benefited their play, so I'm surprised to see Apple run it back onto the stage. Maybe the bans were just too oppressive for his liking, the ones he actually wanted. Good attempts to follow in from the neutral down air there from Ike, able to balance able to balance Apple back into the stage with a couple of bounces. Good up the catch coming out from Apple there. Just trying to get some of these side Bs punished, but they just haven't been punished all game long, and I'm starting to think that unless he gets lucky, they're just not going to get punished at all. Good dash attack in neutral to mix things up a little bit. Good platform reset. Could have been a lot dangerous. We saw what happened with Apple earlier today. We don't want to see it again. Lands on stage, but isn't punished. That's a win you take. Good air dash to avoid what would have definitely been a killer move there. Unfortunately, decided to charge their limit there and wasn't able to find any of the juicy little kill confirms they probably wanted to see. Both players just kind of dashing around, doing whatever they want to do. Just they know at this point that a single move is probably going to be kill up. Genuinely surprised that one didn't stock short the honest truth, but I guess we're not in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's best patches anymore for Cloud. Bless, but he's still doing pretty well. He's still doing pretty fine. Mixes up the side B, forces the side B mix up there, I should say, by going for a couple of neutral Bs in air, forcing the Deadrebirth to recover low. Doesn't find anything for it, but does surprisingly find something with a forward air on stage. Given how risky that move is, I'm genuinely surprised to see it do something. Okay, we're going to find a clean chase. We do not find a clean chase, but Apple definitely knows that a single one of those aerials is going to result in his demise. Has to be dangerous! I was about to say he has to be careful, and the second the word's careful, we're about to come out of my mouth. Danger flashed up in my eyes. Negative penalty. Gets smashed into the blast zone by a fully charged up neutral B. God, it's exciting to see those hit when they do it. It's pretty damn fog. Okay, giving himself some safe options now. Going for a neutral B and up B. Not really finding himself any space in this matchup. I'm not able to find that clean chase once again coming out from Ike, but playing around here, just really trying to make it so that Apple can't re-enter stage safely as they could. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of surprised to not see the Bowser coming out from Apple. Like, you think that set point in a tournament would be the perfect time to bring it out, but confident the Cloud is the one, and I hope for his sake he's right about that, because Deadrebirth has won 2 games against the Cloud as Ike now, and if he gets his way, he's going to close out this final stock and make it 3 in a row. He's in a dangerous position now, up these, but unfortunately he's fully blocked. Only punished with one eye pair, we could have seen more, but the spacing wasn't quite perfect. Good DI down to avoid the down air from Deadrebirth. Catches his approach from side B. Catches his approach from side B again, and we're going to see 3 beautiful baby boys. Oh, I don't think we are, but ooh, tried to catch the back air there and isn't quite able to find it. Gets forward aired. Oh, a cheeky little neutral B coming out there. Danger zone that was, because it means no up B was left to be had. Oh, you know what? I respect it. I respect that. I can't deny. That was a pretty audacious play in my grand finals. Kinda thought it was pretty, not gonna lie. Didn't work, but can you imagine the pop-off if it had? Holy moly. people would have heard it the next stay over, and I would have had to apologize to the council. Right, catching another bad approach, using an up B, and getting all of these moves in. Not able to find as much as they want to from these attempted combo setups. Good side B. Oh, is that going to be it? Nah, it's not going to be it. He's got the up B. Oh, the game had baited me for a second there, but I did not believe, and I'm glad I didn't because it did not come true. But that one is going to come true. That one's going to kill Apple. And ladies, gentlemen, everyone else in between and beyond, I give you ESC's 50s champion, Deadrebirth. GG, well played.